north winds 10 to 20 miles per hour with gusts up to 55 miles per hour. Where? Portions of upstate South Carolina, northeast Georgia, and Piedmont in western North Carolina. When? Until 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this afternoon. Impacts. Gusty winds could blow around unsecured objects. Tree limbs could be blown down and a few power outages may result. Additional details. Some locations east of the Blue Ridge Escarpment in North Carolina could see a brief period of wet snow this morning before precipitation ends. An accumulation of up to 1 inch is possible over the foothills, and especially the South Mountains. Use extra caution when driving, especially if operating a high-profile vehicle. Secure outdoor objects. This warning is for the following counties in Georgia, Lumpkin, and White. Winter storm warning remains in effect until 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time this morning. What? Heavy wet snow expected with total snow accumulations of 1 to 3 inches forecast with locally higher amounts possible, especially
winter storm warning for Lumpkin County.
Feet above sea level. Winds gusting as high as 45 miles per hour. Where? Portions of north central, northeast, and northwest Georgia. When? Until 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time this morning. Impacts. Travel could be very difficult. The hazardous conditions could impact the morning commute. If you must travel, keep an extra flashlight, food, and water in your vehicle in case of an emergency. This advisory is for the following counties in Georgia, Cherokee, Dawson, and Pickens. What? What snow expected? Light snow accumulations ranging from 0.25 to 0.5 inches will be possible with winds gusting as high as 45 miles per hour at elevations above 2,000 feet. Where? Portions of north central and northwest Georgia. When? Until 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time this morning. Impacts. Plan on slippery road conditions. The hazardous conditions could impact the morning commute. Slow down and use caution while traveling. The current time is 8:07.
And then a winter storm warning for Lumpkin County.
Only 3% mild. Travel could be very difficult. Morning commute. If you must travel, keep an extra flashlight, food, and water in your vehicle in case of an emergency. Flood advisory in effect until 10:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time this morning. What? Flooding caused by excessive rainfall is expected. Where? A portion of Habersham County when? Until 10:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Impacts. Minor flooding in low-lying and poor drainage areas. Additional details at 7:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. After last night's heavy rain, stream is reported developing out-of-bank conditions along the Silk River, likely flooding portions of Pitts Park. Some locations that will experience flooding include Clarksville, http://www.weather.gov/safety/ flood move to higher ground now. Act quickly to protect your life. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for today.
Winter storm warning for Lumpkin County. Really? Yeah, see? The pink is winter storm warning.
Northwest winds 15 to 20 miles an hour, diminishing to 5 to 10 miles an hour this afternoon. Gusts up to 55 miles an hour, decreasing to 30 miles an hour this afternoon. Chance of rain near 100%. Tonight, clear. Lows in the upper 20s. North winds around 5 miles an hour. Tuesday, sunny. Highs in the upper 40s. East winds around 5 miles an hour. Tuesday night, mostly clear until midnight, then becoming mostly cloudy. Lows in the lower 30s. Northeast winds around 5 miles an hour. The extended forecast for the listening area. Wednesday, partly sunny. Highs in the mid-50s. Wednesday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-30s. Thursday, partly sunny with a 50% chance of rain. Highs in the mid-50s. Thursday night, mostly cloudy until midnight, then clearing. A 50% chance of rain. Lows in the upper 20s. Friday, sunny. Highs in the upper 40s. Friday night, mostly clear. Lows in the upper 20s. Saturday, sunny. Highs in the upper 40s. Saturday night, partly cloudy until midnight, then becoming mostly cloudy. Lows in the mid-30s. Sunday, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of rain. Highs in the upper 50s. Here is a weather statement for the following areas in South Carolina: Greenville Mountains, Oconee Mountains, and Pickens Mountains. High wind warning remains in effect until 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this afternoon. What? North winds 15 to 25 miles per hour with gusts up to 65 miles per hour. Where? Greenville Mountains, Oconee Mountains, and Pickens Mountains counties. When? Until 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this afternoon. Impacts. Damaging winds will blow down trees and power lines. Widespread power outages are expected. Travel will be difficult, especially for high-profile vehicles. Additional details. Precipitation could briefly mix with or change over to wet snow before ending this morning. An accumulation of perhaps up to 1 inch could occur, mainly on grassy surfaces. People should avoid being outside in forested areas around trees and branches. If possible, remain in the lower levels of your home during the windstorm and avoid windows. Use caution if you must drive. Here is a weather statement. Wind advisory remains in effect until 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this afternoon. What? North winds 10 to 20 miles per hour with gusts up to 55 miles per hour. Where? Portions of upstate South Carolina, northeast Georgia, and Piedmont in western North Carolina. When? Until 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this afternoon. Impacts. Gusty winds could blow around unsecured objects. Tree limbs could be blown down and a few power outages may result. Additional details. Some locations east of the Blue Ridge Escarpment in North Carolina could see a brief period of wet snow this morning before precipitation ends.
Winter storm warning for Lumpkin
An
County.
accumulation
See?
of up to 1 inch is possible over the foothills, and especially the South Mountains. Use extra caution when driving, especially if operating a high-profile vehicle. Secure outdoor objects. Here is a winter weather statement. Winter weather advisory remains in effect until noon Eastern Standard Time today. What? Snow. Additional snow accumulations of 1 to 3 inches.
Jalen's trash can is an Oscar reserve. That's how bad the wind is.
Yeah, no, Mama told me.
In western North Carolina.
The porch is slick outside too.
Time today. Impacts. Plan on slippery road conditions.
Yeah.
The hazardous conditions could impact the morning commute. Very strong winds could cause extensive tree damage.
Yeah.
Additional details.
Bad.
Rain is expected to change over to snow through daybreak over the mountains, and then after daybreak east of the Blue Ridge Escarpment. Although the ground is relatively warm because of the recent warm temperatures, the snow is expected to fall at high rates and accumulate even on roads. The snow should taper off from the west through mid-morning. Slippery roads and black ice conditions could persist or redevelop well into Tuesday morning. A winter weather advisory for snow means that periods of snow will cause primarily travel difficulties. Be prepared for snow-covered roads and limited visibilities, and use caution while driving. Please report snow and ice accumulations by calling the National Weather Service toll-free at 1-800-267-8101. Leave a message with your observation and the specific location where it occurred. You can also post your report to National Weather Service Greenville Spartanburg Facebook or tweet your report using hashtag NWSGSP. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio or your favorite source of weather information for the latest updates. Additional details can be found at www.weather.gov/GSP. The latest state road conditions can be obtained by calling 511. This is the NOAA Weather Radio All Hazards, WWH-24 broadcasting from a tower on Grizzly Mountain near Toccoa, Georgia, operating on a frequency of 162.425 megahertz. This transmitter is serving northeast Georgia and the northwest corner of South Carolina. The current time is 8:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. These are the 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time observations for North Georgia on Monday, January 3rd. At Gainesville, Georgia, it was mostly cloudy. The
But what you guys just heard was a bunch of winter weather bulletins.
relative Eastern Standard Time this morning. Expected the total snow accumulate.
Bye bye. Yes.